Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today I wanted to do a kind of update on my latest new wallet, which is the the OpenSea Leather Topsider bifold. And kind of the short summary is that this wallet is amazing. It is my new favorite wallet. So I've gone through some of my favorites. The Finnegan, which was my longtime favorite for probably a good 2 years, was kind of the undisputed champ. I still like it. But recently, when I purchased some of the OpenSea's latest offerings, he kind of shrunk down some of his best wallets. But the biggest thing is the kangaroo leather. So the kangaroo leather just kind of wins me over. The more I use it, the more I like it. It just makes the wallet so much thinner, lighter, and allows you to kind of carry a big wallet or a bigger wallet that feels smaller when you're used to some of the more traditional leathers. So this was the Topsider Mini, which I love as well. It's actually a close second. And then the Gun Deck Mini, which is I like, but these just kind of do it better for me. Particularly, I don't know if I'm a horizontal wallet guy. I think I kind of like the vertical feel better, but this was actually a perfect size wallet as well. But focusing on kind of my kind of favorites, this one just wins it for me, particularly because of so much organization that this has. So this, like, I don't feel ever like scrunched in terms of if I'm trying to find something in my wallet. Like, with as much as I love the Finnegan, the only downside was that everything is kind of just in one pocket, so you kind of have to do a little shuffling to try to find some, like something that's buried inside, or try to pull out money. It just takes a little bit more effort. I mean, obviously for 2 years I was fine, so it's not like a deal breaker, but that's just how it is. Where on this one, with the organization, it just makes it so much easier to get what you need. You got your primary two cards right here, very easy to get. You got a slot for your money, very easy to get. And then kind of your less used cards are in here. And there's a lot of room in here, so getting these out is just very easy because it's very roomy in here. Like I'm carrying everything I possibly could need with room to spare, so it just makes using the wallet a breeze. Like, it's by far probably one of the easiest to use wallets. So that kind of is making me really lean towards this one. But this one, the Topsider Mini, is a very close second. It's just ultra compact. So this one is a very closer competitor to the Finnegan because it's almost identical footprint. But again, the kangaroo leather makes it feel smaller, and it's got that little bit of an extra pocket, which makes it a little bit, again, organization is a little better on it. So if I were to kind of rank my current favorites, it would probably be this one, but very, very close. Like, these are almost tied, I would say, but I'd give a slight nudge to the bifold, and then the Topsider Mini kind of right close behind it, and then the Finnegan not really far behind it either. And then this is like the Mini, which they're almost identical, just where the clasp folds. So really cool wallet. The one con I will say, actually, and if you can see, I know in the last video I talked about, I did have to modify this kind of flap again. So this is kind of what it looks like. I just kind of took a knife to it, gave it a couple clean cuts, and now when you close it, you kind of have a straight, if you can tell, but you kind of have a more straight, where before it kind of, it kind of came out like that. So I don't know, it bothered me enough, and I've done that with this one too. It's just something with OpenSea's leather wallets, this area, I think when these are designed, it doesn't factor in that there really isn't that much space here to fit. And, it aligns before you sew it, but once you sew it, then you can't quite get in there. So I did cut this one, and I also had to trim this one. But that's one con. You may have to trim it if you're kind of OCD. But probably the only downside to kangaroo leather is it's very kind of flimsy, which is obviously good and bad. I mean, good because it makes the wallet very small and kind of compact. But the downside is, with like a leather wallet like that, because it's thicker, it's kind of easier to maneuver with one hand. Where this is so flappy that it's almost like impossible to kind of, although I just did it now, but it's a little harder to kind of get in there. Again, this is me nitpicking. That's probably the only con to the kangaroo leather, is it's a little flimsy, doesn't quite feel like, you know, leather has that nice kind of thick, hardy feel. And this kind of has almost a little bit of like a cloth feel. And doesn't seem like it really patina as nicely. Like you can see these, I mean, this is a lot older, but these kind of age a little nicer, I feel like. This is, I think, brittle leather, but this one seems a little bit more like resilient to patina. And again, these aren't really that old yet, so we'll see with time. But overall, this is my new favorite wallet. And if I can, let me get some dummy cards out, and I can kind of test the capacity here for you. So from a capacity standpoint, for me, I've got, I don't know, about four bills in here. And then card wise, like I said, you can do 2 cards in the front comfortably, and that's usually what I do. I don't think 3 could fit, but I don't know if, yeah, I guess you can do 3. And then in the middle, you can put a lot. So if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards for the middle. And that's pie capacity. So total, you can do about 12 cards. You can do about 9 in the middle, but I think if you take one out of here, you could probably do it in there. But so about 12 cards capacity is pushing it, but you can get about 12 cards, and I would say that's capacity because it's pretty bumbled up in there. So about 12 cards is what you can carry in it. And then obviously the cash aspect is pretty nice as well. Again, I'm not a big cash person, but I do keep some kind of for, you know, emergencies and stuff like that, where sometimes credit cards not handy, and it does make, you know, very convenient to pull money out. And this also acts as a quick slot. So if you're at the store and you paid for something and you don't want to have to kind of get the wallet back out right away, you can just slip it in there temporarily, or a receipt or something that you want to hold temporarily in there as well, until you get home. So it is kind of a nice quick pocket as well. But that is it. That kind of closes the chapter on my wallet search version 2. So sadly or unsadly, I'm pretty happy with these 2 wallets. So I don't anticipate myself, you know, exploring further, because if it's not broken, I'm not gonna fix it. So for now, I'll probably be rocking these 2, and maybe I'll come back in, like, I don't know, 6 months or a year, and then we'll take a look at these to see what they look like after a year of usage. But I'm predominantly going to be using these 2 now interchangeably. For the most part, I'll probably stick with this one for the remainder of the next few months, and then maybe once like summer rolls around and I need something really small to be able to fit in, like, you know, I don't have a coat or a sweatshirt, so I need something ultra compact, I may switch to this one. But for now, this is my go-to. So that is all. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll take a look at this maybe in a year. All right, take care. Bye.